Chef Tony Matas for BBQGuys.com. Since it's hunting season, and it has been for a little while now, decided I would do some grilled venison today. We're going to do it two different ways. We'll do a bacon wrapped, and we'll also do an herb encrusted for those that don't like bacon, whoever that is. But the real reason I decided to do both is because the tenderloin, or the backstrap of the deer, well, all tenderloin have basically a tail end, and since the backstrap is kind of small compared to a normal tenderloin, you're going to have some tail end. That allows us to do bacon wrapped on the large end, and then we take the other medallions from the smaller end, and we'll do those herb encrusted, kind of like you would lamb chops or something. So that way you get to use everything, cook it at the same time, and you have two different great flavors. You can't beat that. Now this right here is a hunter's best friend, or whoever prepares the food for the hunter. This is your best friend. This is a Revio Marivac. This is going to allow me to marinate my my venison backstrap in about 25 minutes total, maybe 30 minutes with prep and everything, instead of between 8 hours and 36 hours. That's a pretty big trade-off. If you'd like to do this same thing that I'm going to do and you don't have a Revio, the best recommendation that I have for you is to do what they call a double marination, where you take your venison the evening before you want to do this part of everything, and place it in a plastic bag soaked with 50% buttermilk, 50% water, and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit like that overnight. And the buttermilk will help break down some things and get things moving, and you'll be on the right direction when you go to marinate the same way with the stuff that we're going to do today without a Revio. First of all, you need 1.5 pounds or so of venison backstrap, and you want to slice it about every 2 inches down the tenderloin. And then once we get everything done, and I'm going to show you, we're going to smash the tenderloin out from the cut side so that it gets a little wider. Now all you're going to do, dump your venison into the Revio. This is about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 3 tablespoons of a dry white wine, 1 tablespoon of fresh, finely chopped up mint, 1 tablespoon of fresh, finely chopped up oregano, 2 garlic cloves, very finely chopped up and minced, or minced and chopped. I have some dry rub sage. It's about a tablespoon with about 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 sprig of fresh thyme, finely chopped up as well. And last but certainly not least, 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped up rosemary. I'm sorry, chopped up fresh rosemary. Put the top on the Revio Marivac. Give it 1/4 of a turn. And then we'll place the tip from the vacuum onto the top. Make sure it's on there well. And all we have to do now is the Marivac button. At this point, the Revio will run for about 5 minutes, and then I will give the very top of the tumbler another full turn to where it locks, and we'll stick it on here to tumble for 20 minutes. With our vacuum finish, all we have to do is remove that tip, turn it the rest of the way to make sure the top is closed, and that's it. It doesn't get a whole lot easier. Now I'm going to select the tumble button 5 times until it comes up to the 20-minute tumble cycle, and it's going to tumble itself for 20 minutes. We're going to make it happen. That's it. In 25 minutes, all of this whole process done, marinated venison. I can't think of any other way to do it that fast and have it come out that good. While our venison medallions finish tumbling, I'm going to go ahead and put together the herb and oil mixture that will encrust the smaller medallions from the venison with. All you need is about a tablespoon of fresh, finely chopped oregano, 2 tablespoons of fresh, finely chopped mint, 2 tablespoons of fresh, finely chopped rosemary. Starting to sound like a recording, aren't I? 1 sprig, fresh, finely chopped thyme, and about a teaspoon of dried rub sage, and 1 tablespoon of chili powder. Now first we'll blend our dry stuff together so that it'll be easier to make sure that it's all well distributed and incorporated once we put the oil and balsamic vinegar in. You'll put 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar and 1/4 to 1/2 of a cup of olive oil. And the way that works, you put about 1/4 at first. So it just kind of depends on how many medallions you end up on the small side. You can always add a little oil once you have your mixture together. And that's it. You just whisk this up well. And when it's done tumbling, we will bacon wrap the larger medallions, and the smaller ones we will encrust with this herb, oil, and balsamic mixture. It's time to herb encrust the small medallions and bacon wrap the larger ones, which is the best part of this deal here. Now, the tip from the vacuum line that you use to pull a vacuum on this drum for the Marivac also has a little tip on the end that you use as a key to get the to break the seal once the vacuum is finished. There we go. When you get all your medallions laid out, you'll want to sort out your larger ones, and it certainly helps if you count them before you put them in for tumbling, so you're not having to dig through quite as much. You really know how many you're looking for, and I just so happen, I really didn't plan it out this way, but I have 5 small and 5 large. Now what you'll want to do is turn the large ones. You actually can turn them all up though. You'll turn them cut side facing up and down, running up and down, so that you can smash it out some with your hand, or you could pound it out with a cleaver a little bit if you want to. You don't really need to though. Once you have them all flattened out, you'll take all of your small ones and stick them in your herb and oil mixture. Now you can use a spoon or tongs or whatever you would like. Clean hands are, to me, some of the best tools you can use. I'll let the smaller tenderloins rest in the oil and herb mixture while I put together the bacon wrap medallions. At this point, all you have to do is wrap each piece or each medallion with a slice of bacon, just like that. And the best thing to do is to place it into some sort of a broiler basket, like I have here. Now that we're finished with the last of the bacon wrap, it's time to move on to the herb encrusted. You just pull your bowl over near the pan where you're working the bacon wrapped, and you can do the same thing. Just want to flatten them out some so they cook a little bit more even, just like this. As we get these all patted out, we will load them into the basket, just like we did with the bacon wrapped. And that's it. Now the beauty of the ultimate grilling basket is that it snaps down like that. So I'll be able to turn, and it has sides on it as well, so nothing's coming out, but that way I won't have to stick any toothpicks or anything through my bacon. I won't have to mess with that. Nothing's gonna fall off. It's all gonna be right here. And of course, that's the really cool thing about the ultimate grilling basket, is that it's set up for this kind of situation because the handle removes. All we have to do is set it on our grill like this, and we're good to go. Now you want to make sure that you have your grill preheated to between 425 and 450 degrees. We're right around the 5-minute mark. So we're going to go ahead and flip them over. As you can see, like I said, with you can flip with this ultimate grilling basket and not have to worry about the bacon falling off of your medallions or getting displaced. Now your smaller medallions will move around a little bit, but again, as I said, because of the sides, you won't have to worry about those flying out either. They'll just kind of roll around and get cooked on the other side. It's time to see if all that hard work that we put into the marination paid off. And you know it was tough. Looking good. The only one I'm concerned with sampling is the one that's herb encrusted, because the one with bacon, I mean, if you wrap bacon around a tennis shoe, it probably would taste pretty good. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed grilling venison with me today. Remember, we'll be posting a new game recipe throughout the whole season, probably the whole winter. We'll post probably one a week to our Facebook site and to our YouTube site. And those are both at BBQGuys.com. Remember, at BBQGuys.com, we smoke the competition.